Labyrinth. Nancy, honey, where are you? Nancy. Nancy. Oh, there you are, baby. I brought your favorite food. What you got there? Hey, get it back. Where did you get that toy? Show me. Nancy, find it. My nosy dog always finds adventures. Whenever I get bored. Most recently, she stomped on the neighbor's vegetable garden, and I had to clean it up so there wouldn't be a scandal. And there's today's toy. It was a fox. Soft tailoring. I hope she didn't take it from a child, otherwise they'd be in trouble.